software computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
And we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm sorry for the delay. I know I was supposed to be live at 1 p.m., but fell asleep. Just had a great night's sleep. So, let's continue Soul Hackers 2. Today, we need to face the real Iron Mask, aka Raven. But before we do that, we need to finish a couple of quests in the Ozaki Hope Towers, and after that we're completely free to just go. So now the question is, where do we start? Because we have three things to do here, right? We have to find someone who is in the towers. We have to defeat 5 Orobas and find the time bombs. Alright. Guess we're exploring this whole building again. Is anything in here? Nope. Nah, don't bother that one. We're not bothering that one. Oh, this is one? Nice. Found a time bomb. What's this? A regular item. Ah, okay. I'll take the cash. Something's gonna pop up. Told you. Now, I don't think we're gonna find another time bomb on this floor, but we might find the kid. Damn, they just keep popping up. Oh, I thought I could still pull it off. Alright. He reflects it. I'll do one Zundine. Oh, wow. Wow, that was very good. Life Leech. Some good ass moves. Megidola. Boom. Alright, just go for it. Damn, still more? Okay, there's a door over here. Nope. Oh, item? Milord's Ball. Okay. Oh, the second one was here. Damn, the second one actually was here. Let's see if there's anything by the corners. Nope. Great timing. Right there. Well, I'm assuming that this doesn't work, right? What's this for? Yep.
一安心です
Then let's just take the teleport. I guess I can take the second floor here. Yeah. So I can immediately check that room. Yeah, nope.
来ます一安
Nope.
心です
Okay, no bomb.
敵です
Okay. They're always inside rooms, so we might as well just keep it going.
一安心です
Just keep moving to the third floor. This also works, yeah, because then we have access to that room at the corner. So yeah, right here.
危ない来ます一安心です
Nope, no sign.
敵です危なかった
I'm surprised that no Orobas has come up. Maybe he's at the Tower B. Could be.
いましたよ
Oh, I'll take it. Chimera. Already got you. At least I think I did. Well, we checked the room.
敵です備えて
Nope, 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 nope. Give me floor number 4. Passageway. Oh. Okay. This one is to go to Tower B, right? Yeah, it's a long one. The kid should be in here.
構え
Sure.
て一安心です来ます一安心です
Satanta.
よこせよ
Nope.
マジかよ
Let's check if it's in this room.
一安心です敵です来ます一安心です
God damn it. Found 2 of the bombs, but the third one is well hidden. There's plenty of rooms in this floor, so we'll find it. Behind me? That's fine.
危なかった
Alright, there's one room here. A small one.
リンゴ
Oh,
構えてよ
thank you for the double nitrodite. Okay then. So that one's also clean.
危険です構えて
Whew, nope.
一安心です
That's a big nope.
敵です構えて一安心です
There's a room I haven't ever checked, really? Maybe this was closed before, actually.
危ない構えて危なかった
This was probably closed before. Fukakusa Shuriken.
じゃあね
Oh well. It's that whole ninja thing. Becoming a ninja or something. I mean, if the third time bomb is not in this room, then I have no idea. Really? God damn. Where could it be? I guess it has to be Tower B. Let me take a look at the requests. His location, he's in the Ozaki Hope Towers. Alright. It's faster to just leave and re-enter the Hope Towers. I'm trying to think, like, have I missed any room? I haven't, right? Pretty sure I haven't. Oh, Ozaki Hope Towers is both A and B, so I guess we explore B. Haven't found any Yorobas either, of all the enemies that popped up. Okay, so we have to go to B. No point in going to B10, but it's fast to check, I guess. It's fast to check the B1, so.
あれは
Oh,
褒美じゃ
11k. Love to see it.
さらばじゃ
Yep, nothing to do here. Alright. Then we're off to floor number 1. This gives us 2 rooms to check. Alright.
危ない
Nothing here.
構えて
Nobody here. Okay, 1 room left. Nope. And also no. Alright, take the elevator. Oh, no. I don't want to go to B10. Ah! I want the first floor. Well, the second one, actually.
敵です構えて
Unfortunately, I don't know why the second and third floor don't have a teleport. We can only teleport to the first or the fourth. I guess they consider this small enough.
備えて
Oh, wait a minute. That guy. You're kidding me. No.
先人それは効きそうだ
倒しても構わないぜ
それはどうだミレディ
ここが弱いのね
Can't believe it.
よし嵐の女神とダンスしな
Double wins.
期待には応えるさ確実に削る
Boom.
倒した数で勝負しようぜ
余裕
Easy. We're done here.
さあ宴の時間だよなんだもう終わり
And right. B4 has plenty of rooms. Let's explore that one. Nobody here. Okay. There's only 1 room in this direction. What's that door? I think that's a new one. Or I just never noticed. Nobody's here. Okay. I think that's the 3rd time bomb.
来ます
Get out of my way.
一安心です
Oh. Oh. Is this to go to Tower A? No. Is it? It is. Never mind. Alright.
構えて
Okay.
一安心
No way to miss this one. This one has
油
Orobas.
断せずに行くぞ見逃しはしない
Awesome.
初めて効果的ね
それだ才蔵。
おうアロ
And that's 2 of them down. Good.
まずはどうする？
食らえ。
ン何秒で終わるかな
Great Pierce. Wow, 165 damage.
どの手で行くんだ。
決まった。
3 stack on one of them.
邪魔をしないで。
Easy.
なかったな。
We're close to level 49 too.
危ない構えて一安心です
Every level unlocks demons. Still missing the 3rd time bomb. Still haven't found the kid.
危ない
Can't see me. Damn. All that's left is the 2nd and 3rd floor in Tower B. I'm losing a little bit of faith. Can I actually find it? Come on now. He's gonna see me. Don't care. Oh, come on. Whew.
一安心です
There is one room here, but well, let's see.
来ます
Just don't make me have to control Vivi again. Just found the kid. Mirai. I came to help you, kiddo. You lost your treasure.
危なかった
Okay, he lost something on this floor. Hopefully on this floor.
備えて一安心です
Why isn't Orthros here? That's not part of my quests. Huh. Let's save. Maybe this thing has the treasure. It's related to the mission.
まずはどうする
行くぞ。
Okay, not resistant to guns.
いつも通り焦らずに行こう。
Neutral to wind.
行くぜこういうのもあるんだぜ
Alright.
よーし。
試してみようぜ
Fire should do nothing. Reflects it. And I heal from it. Oh no. Okay, we don't have ice with us.
よーし覚悟はできてるよな
We're gonna have to sort of brute force this.
勝てるぜ
任せて。
俺たちならな
Let's say that I change. Let's say I change Arrow to use an ice move. Do I even have ice with me? No. No ice user is with us. Unfortunate.
まずはどうする
Let's try a regular.
探ってみるか
Okay.
いつも通り焦らずに行こ
確実に削る。
う。行こう。
Roar.
耐えられる？
Attack and defense down.
それを待って
ないよ。
2 blocks and 1 heal.
無駄だ。
Okay, I think we can do this. It's gonna take a while, but we can. Yeah, Pierce does better damage.
やることは分かってるわね覚悟はできてるよな
Saizo can keep on healing himself.
この力があれば。 この戦い必ず勝とう。
Oh, wow. Guess we have to roar again. We're gonna need to roar every time to keep him in check. Heals for 45. That's fine. Okay, that sucks. Fire break does suck.
まずはどうする。
一気に決めるわ。踊りなさい。
期待には応えるさ。俺たちならな。行くぞ。
Okay.
いつも通り焦らずに行こう。
のもあるんだぜ。
Life leech. I shouldn't abuse the life leeches.
俺たちならな。
They still cost MP.
行くよ。
それを待っていた。それを待っていた。
Didn't hit Milady. Nice.
どうするつもり？
期待には応えるさ。行くぞ。
Just attack here.
まずはどうする。
全力を見せてあげる。
Concentrate.
一気に決めるわ。
We're aiming for wind.
やることは分かってるわね。
ほらよ。
No double hit. Okay.
やることは分かってるわね。
Keep it down. Good. It's a good thing that we resist. We mostly resist physical and fire. It's a great thing.
ペース配分を考えていこう。
Zandyne, right?
消えなさい。
Oh, way better. This is what we do from now on.
期待には応えるさ。
I'll do one.
これならどうだ。
Boom.
やることは分かってるわね。
ほらよ。
Alright, less than half.
ペース配分を考えていこう。
He's gonna summon, isn't he? No?
無駄打ちがありませんよ。
Nice.
それを待っていた。
It's an upgraded version of Fire Breath, Hellfire.
大技使いすぎるなよ。
少し本気を出すわ。泣いても許さないわ。
Concentrate.
よし。食らえ。
Regular hits for now.
行こうか。ファイヤ
Nice.
まだ始まったばかりよ。
これで変えられる？
Roar. Keep it down. Ow. Okay, that one did hurt. That one did hurt.
言われなくても
俺たちならな。
消えなさい。
Boom.
行くぜ。こういうのもある
This
んだ
time with
ぜ。
Life Leech. I need the heals.
よし。これならどう
Go
だ。
for it. Already at red
ウォ
health.
ーミングアップは済んだだろ。
Next turn we win. Well, maybe not actually, because I need to concentrate.
無駄だ。
Still not hitting Milady.
それを待っていた。
And still not hitting her. Oh my god.
長期戦になりそうだよ。
Okay.
覚悟はできてる
Life Leech him.
長期戦になりそうだよ。
確実に削る。
Nice hit.
行くわ。
Zandyne.
消えなさい。
Okay. It's the same thing. Concentrate or not, we kill in 2
まだ
turns.
始まったばかりよ。
耐えられる？
We could have done this faster if we had an ice user, but oh well. Ooh, 2 with fire resistances down.
いつも通り焦らずに行こう。
Goodbye.
退屈な相手だったわ。
Level 49. Haha. I got the family photo. Yume and her 5 brothers. Huh. Well, that takes care of that. The only question is the third time bomb. It's either
構えて
in the third floor of Tower B, or I don't know.
危ない構えてご安心です
There you go. Alright. Go back. So now that that's taken care of, find the third bomb.
備えて
Oh, hello.
第一印象が肝心だぜ。確実に削る。
Ooh, love it.
相手は焼かせないで
効かないぞミレディ。そいつは NG だな。
踊りなさい
That's one down.
よし。こういうのもあるんだぜ。
Two down. Oh, this is just easy.
張り切っていこうじゃとどめ
Alright, we're done.
いった。
踊り死んだのねたいないわね
Sinful hoof. That's the item you get from it. I don't know why I find that funny. The sinful hoof. It's a little bit too far-fetched, I don't know.
敵です構えて
Well, let's see more Ourobuses. And this should be enough.
維持する。
This should be enough.
見逃しはしない。第一印象が肝心だぜ。確実に削る。
Oh, wow.
ファイヤー。
消え残念ね
あ余裕余裕なんだもう終わり
We got two sinful hooves. Alright, the Ourobus has been defeated. Okay.
敵です来ます
Okay, the bomb is not here. Let's go back. So the bomb should still be in Tower A. Well, that sucks. That sucks because I don't know where it is. Okay, we haven't maxed any of the demons that we have equipped. That's fine. They're the only demons we have though. Once we max those, we're out. Alright. I need to go to Della Mancha. And I still need to go back to the main tower and talk to the Frosts, because we completed his quest as well. Alright. There you go. He'll understand someday the need of how tough it is to get money. New items in stock. What you got for me? Oh, hangout event. Health food. Fully restores HP for one ally. Okay. Amrita capsule. Cures a party member. Chakra cube. Nice. Okay. Now she has some good stuff. Now. Alright, let's talk to Hee-Ho. Oh. I have slain 5 Ourobus. Thank you for the glyphs. Let's talk to this guy. Any chance you give me a hint on where he dropped the bombs? Find 3 time bombs through Demon Recon. There could be one in Tower B as well. Okay. So now we know. There was one in Tower B. How did I miss that? What? How the hell? Huh. I guess we're back to exploring the whole thing. Damn. I thought I wouldn't need to. Let's start from Tower 4, because that way we can just go down.
一安心です
Alright. I've already been here, right? Could it be that I just missed one of my demons inside one of the rooms? Because I didn't turn my camera? Okay, it's not here. I keep forgetting that's how I get to Tower A. Close to ground level. Let's go back to floor 1 here, actually. We start from floor 1. Makes more sense to have them at ground level, right? Okay. I'm gonna start here.
危なかった敵です備えてやっ一安心です
Is there someone here? No. And no. Whew. Good thing you didn't see that. Huh. No. Okay, I'm actually gonna check before I continue searching. Do we need Mimi for this? Find 3 time bombs, right? There's one in the east side of B1. Huh. Okay, so it's not in a room. I see now. It's not in a room. It's just in a corner.
危ない構えて一安心です
Alright. If it's that eastern room though, we do need Mimi. God, let's hope not.
敵です来ます
He's chasing me. He's chasing me. Oh, it was right here in the open. Found 3 time bombs. Alright. The teleport is right there, so let's just take it.
構えて
Nope, nope, nope. There we go. Tower A. Found your 3 time bombs and deactivated them. Now he could have lied to me and said there were 4. Well, it wouldn't have mattered. Ringo sent out the demons to check anyway.
危ない来ます
Somebody's chasing me!
なんだ
Well, there you go.
どうして
Still have family. The other option was what? Oh, I won't let you do that.
じゃあな
Goodbye.
構えて
Alright. Now that that's taken care of, I guess I need to go to Shinsando, right? What was it again? Akito is in Karakcho. Oh, okay. My bad. It was Karakcho, not Shinsando. I guess it's the guy close to Club Cretaceous? Not sure. Here we are. Oh, it's right here.
よ
Thank you for the cash.
ああだけどよ ありがとうよ。
Alright. And I think that's all the requests, right? At least all the ones that we can do. Tatara needs us to beat 3 Vritras, which is not happening anytime soon. And this one wants to see a Rakshasa. We can try and find a Rakshasa. Well, not find, but make one. But I really don't want to make one. I'd rather recruit one, because it's going to waste anyway. Or we can make one, we train it, we register in the compendium, but it's still a waste.
強力な悪魔が作れるようだな。
Alright.
登
Register.
録をするのだな。見よ、生命の痕跡を。未知の悪魔が生まれそうだ。
Nothing in the special, right? We already had Black Frost.
好みを述べるがいい。さあ、選択の時間だ。
Lemon Frost is for the unicorn to make a Baihu. Chernobog can make a Rakshasa with Sudama, which we can keep. Nigimitama doesn't work. Surt cannot make anything new. I was hoping level 49 would have... Okay, there is the chance to make a Vritra now. With the unicorn.
これはなかなか。
This one is weak to force, which we can null. Skathak and the unicorn can pass a bunch of resistances. And Sudama, no, not without maxing these. You know what? I'm still gonna wait.
また来るがよい。
I am still gonna wait. Let's just go straight for the story. Wait, was that guy? It's a different demon.
やったぜ。
Arahabaki. Alright. We go to the West Shipping District. Story time!
「それじゃあ攻略を開始するよ。目標は最陽部にいる鉄仮面。彼を倒してコベナントを回収するよ。相手はあの鉄仮面。ここにもどんな罠を仕掛けているか分かったもんじゃない。注意して進もう。
まあこうなるわな。切り替えろよ。ファントムにヤタガラス。相手はあのレイブンだ。物思いにふけりながら勝てるような相手じゃねえぞ。
ああ。あなたに言われるまでもないわ。
行こう。全部終わりにするよ。
Alright, let's go. Let's see what demons are here.
備えて。やっ危なかった。
Let's take a look at you.
唇を切るぞ。よし。
Okay. Orthros is as a beginning.
はじめ好きでしょ。
As a beginning fight. Mazamma. Good damage.
よし。決めるぜ。
Love to see it.
じっくりと殴ってあげる。
聞いたな。
張り切っていこう。
Oh, I thought I'd kill.
後悔したのが最悪。
Alright, we're done.
消え
くらえ。よし。ファイヤー。命中。
Awesome.
もっと楽しませてよ。
Okay, let's go south.
敵ですよ安心です
Alright, nothing here. North it is.
敵です
He's already there?
やっ危なかった危ないよ
No, that's a Makami. With a quest.
構えて
Lady with the green hair, I finally found you. We met in the central line. I mean, possibly. Wolf demon. Oh yeah, it's the guy, the wolf that cried wolf. The wolf who cried wolf again. Alright. Oh, okay. Upper area of the central line. The room you muscled in on. Alright. Alright.
来ます危なかった
I'll go there later.
リンゴ
Oh. Hee-ho.
素晴らしいです
Magnetite mass, my favorite item. And nothing here. Alright. That's clean.
来ます
I'm guessing this is Vritras. Yep. Ooh, new.
見慣れない敵だ警戒しよう
試すのねサイズを
Found a weakness.
分かってるよ
これは
ね
効きそうだ
それいいね
これなら切り刻んであげる
Right.
さそうだな聞くといいが使ってみよう
聞くかわからないよ
Gotta explore a little.
さ
任せて
あ押し引くことを祈っておくわ運任せは嫌い引くといいけど
手応えあり
Pierce the resistance.
後悔してもせぬ
Alright.
やろうぞ
Alright.
まずは
やる気
どうする
良さそうだそれだ才蔵
Good.
手よしこれならどうだ
Didn't kill him.
倒した数で勝負しようぜ倒してここはお前の出番だな
はあもう終わり
さあ行こ
Okay.
う後悔してもせぬ
Still alive. Nice.
当たるか
We're still in this. We can kill it.
倒した数で勝負しようぜ
踊りなさいおやすみなさい
Awesome.
今はかかってこい倒した数で勝負しようぜ確実に削る
Nice. Almighty.
もっと楽しませてよ
Gurulu wants to learn high pressure. Weak ruin to all. I think I'll take that over the Mazama. Null physics. Wow, physical, I mean. Pretty good. Okay, this is clean. Nothing here.
構えて
よ
Damn it. Oh wow, doppelgangers.
さあ行くわよ
Ow.
さあ行くわよ
Okay, this
あの悪
一
魔
気に決める
this
わ
will be interesting. High pressure.
いつまで元気が持つかしら
Nice.
やるか
試すのね
Go with the wind.
決めるぜ
Neutral.
じっくりと殴ってあげましょう引くといいけど
I'll try gun on the doppelganger. Weak to gun.
よーしこれで
リンゴそれで行くの
警戒していこう
後
It
悔しても
reflects
せぬ
it. Alright.
容赦しないわさあ行くわよ
行くよ
Okay.
初めて良さそうだな
屈辱を
We
教
gotta go
え
with
てあげ
magic
る
now.
まだこれからよ
This thing is repelling Tetrakarn.
気をつけてやろう。
これならどうだ。
Take that.
じっくりと殴ってあげましょう。
こういうのもあるんだぜ。
こっからこっから。
冒険するのも悪くはねえぜ。
ガラ空き。
Awesome.
後悔しても遅い。当然の結果だね。
Clean.
薬はある？
We're healed. We're fine.
いましたよ。
Oh,
ちょっと。
あら、
Valkyrie.
出せるかしら？ついていくわ。
Welcome aboard.
大丈夫？
Oh, S hacker.
一安心です。
Let's take care of the
情報
Vritras.
戦で勝てると思わないでね。
Oh, nice.
こう一気に決めるわ。
蹴散らせ。
任せなさい、才蔵。
よし。かませ。それで行こ
Good.
う。行くぜ。
それは効きそうだサイゾーやってくれるか
おい。とどめさせたら
よし
おごってやる。
これで。
Let's see.
敵に塩を送る気か。
I'll give in. Just take it.
耐えられる？どう？
Boom.
お腹空いたよね。
Great damage.
行くよ。
こいつで行こう。
なめるな
Alright.
どの
一気に
手で
決めるわ。
ここはあなたに任せる
相性がいいみたい。
それいいね。
Just pierce this. Nice.
よし。
それは効きそうだそれだサイゾー
あ
こんなところで。
Alright.
のとどめさせたら
仕方ない
おごってや
Let's
る。
stop here.
次もここは耐えると後悔しても遅いよ。
Alright.
こいつで行こう。どうだ。
Nice on the one that
まず
guarded.
はどうする？
これならどうだ。
Oh, that was almost there.
じっくりと
今は
殴ってあ
受けて
げましょう。
立つ。倒し
こう
た
なったら
数で勝
今は
負しようぜ
耐えるわ。。
とどめさせたら
こ
お
こは
ごってやる
耐える。とき。
くれてやろうぞ。
We guard.
そのよう来るなら来なさい。じっくりと殴っ
受け
てあげましょう。
て立つ。
まずはどうする？
これならどうだ。
Go for it. Done.
どうして邪魔をするんだ
Dekaja. I guess over the healing stuff. Yeah.
成果です。さすがです。
Power has been maxed.
危ない。
And that means we can swap out power. And I guess I'm gonna take Gurulu with me, and I give Valkyrie. This one is Divine Shot though.
わかったわ。
Alright, you go with Valkyrie then.
備えて。一安心です。
Ooh! Prime items.
敵です。来ます。
やっ。
危なかった。
This should be the last one.
顔してるぜ。
Oh wow. We need to give it our all here.
先陣は頼んだぞ
それ
ミレディ
仕方がないわね。アロー。
Good damage.
やるか。
Let's just kill the others first.
まずはどうする？
じっくりと殴ってあげ。引かないわ。リンゴ。
狙い通り。
Nice.
邪魔をしないで。
Okay, this is a bunch of fire. Ow.
無駄だ。
その程度平気よねサイゾウ。
痛いこっからだろ。
Let me use a life stone on me. Yeah,
念入りにな。
we gotta be careful in this
あ
fight.
やいけるわね。
それいいね。
相性がいいみたい。
良さそうだな。
We need to kill these things first.
消えなさい。
行くか。
We can speed it up with one.
これならどうだ。
Good.
どの手で行くんだ。
ガラ空き。
Nice.
後悔しても遅いよ。
Okay.
触れてやろうぞ。
Alright, we're still in this.
サイゾウ
終わらないぜ。
まだいける。
動くなよ。
Nice double hit.
あい好きでしょ。
Here's that one.
了解。
お仕置きを始めましょう。
食らえ。撃破した。
Cool.
あ、しまっていこう。だよね。
Good.
後悔しても遅いよ。
We're taking this very slowly.
触れてやろうぞ。
Oh, he missed it. Nice.
サイゾウ、
あ
怪我は大丈夫？
動くなよ。遅いぜ。
Double. Okay.
どの手
一気に
で行くんだ。
決めるわ。
One pierce. Good. This should be enough.
行くか。これならどうだ。
Use it. Awesome. We're done.
楽しいパーティーだったな。
Null seal. Sabbath bounty. Guess it steals money.
平気？
Alright. We took care of that.
構えて。危なかった。危ない。備えて。ラッキーですね。
They just keep popping up. Original flame. It's alright.
準備を備えて。
Oh no. Oh no, no, no.
そうそう。
Thank you for the marks.
一安心です。
Nothing here. Okay, good.
来ます。
Something else is around here.
ね
Recruitment. Vritra.
いただけなか。
Yes. Oh hell yeah.
参ろうぞ。
Vritra the dragon.
一安心です。
Awesome. Oh, Surt is on the other side. Mysterious transceiver. So I'm assuming this is just for the hangout spot.
お手柄です。危なかった。
Yeah, just a hangout event. You could tell Surt was on the other side because he is tall. Damn, the man is tall.
一安心です。危ない。
Oh, I see power.
一安心です。構えて。
Shush. Oh my god, there was 3 of them. 4 Valkyries. God damn.
先陣は頼んだぞ。
言われなくても。
やってよミレディ。
自分それがいいわ。
良さそうだ。
いい反応が見れそう。
それいいね。
見せてあげなさい。
言われなくてもな。どんな気分だ。
Divine shot. What a
さあ
damage.
行こ
リンゴ、あなた
う。
が倒して
ミレ。ディ。大ダメージ。
Boom.
リンコの力があれば。
アロン、それで。
6 stack. Let's go.
死に飢えたしもべたち。むさぼり尽くせ。
Nice. Still only killed one. Too many of
容
them.
赦しないわ耐えられる
やるわ
決めてあげるわ
It missed.
蹴られたさあ行くわよ
Reflected, and she reflected. Okay.
さあ
任せとけ
お仕置きを始
こりゃ
めましょう
ダメだな
さ
Hmm.
あお
Have
仕
to
置き
guard.
を始めましょう
かかってこい
そう好きでしょ
やってくれるか
やってあげるわよ
やってよミレディ
Awesome.
まずはどうする
さあ仕方ない耐え抜く
Tetrakarn is active. I can't attack.
倒した数で勝負しようぜ
Can't attack physically.
行くよごめんなさい
Nice.
なんだもう終わり
Woo! Level 50! Sabbath healer. Don't take that. We maxed Sibel. Okay. Who else do we have that could be... Well, we don't really have anybody. I guess you can take Valkyrie. And I give Vritra to Saizo. Saizo, you'll take Vritra.
今後ともよろしく
Yeah, that works.
あれは
Ooh! Thank you for the bead. 38k. Love to see it. Portal. Definitely what I wanted the most. There's a fight on the other side. We'll face it in a moment. There's still a bit of stuff to explore here.
構えて
There you are. Soma and Balm of Life. Wow.
構えてやっと安心です
Alright. So this is explored, right? Yeah. All that's left is the one corner at the lower right.
敵です
Hangout spot?
お手柄ですね
Artificial sakura flowers. I think we have like 4 hangout events to go through.
来ます一安心です構えて一安心です
And nothing here. Okay then, we can go. Level 50. Yeah, we definitely need to check what can we summon, what comps can we upgrade, and the hangout events. We should do that. Let's start off with the circus.
強力な悪魔が作れるようだな
Right, we can make Baihu. Look at the recommended.
登録をするのだな
Good. Let's do it immediately.
さあ選択の時間だほう
Finally.
これはなかなかどのスキルを引き継ぐのだ
Okay. Null electricity. Resist fire. Resist physical. We're not taking the dodges. We can get Divine Claw heavy to all. Bloodlust to increase us. We can take Resist Mind. There's also Mazio, but it's very weak. Thunder Kick is also practical. So let's say we take Thunder Kick. And instead of Bloodlust, let others be the buffs, debuffs users. Go like this. Yeah, this works.
心の準備はできたか
Baihu! Baihu the Holy. Cool. Now, Chernobyl. Can make a Rakshasa with Sudama. Let's not do that. Wow, Giri Mekala.
これはなかなか
This thing also packs a punch, but has a bunch of weaknesses. Should be possible to make a perfect one, though. This one is just to pass on the resist ruin. I think Baihu is perfect, right? Yeah, Baihu has no weaknesses. Sibel. She can't make anything new. Surt, nothing new. Skak. Not even Vritra. Alright. Can make Nue with power. It might be the way to go too. Skathak with power, make Nue. Sudama can make Rakshasa with Chernobog, and that's about it. Yep. Power. Megami Ishtar.
これはなかなか
This is a great healer. The Megami archetype is pretty much healers. Amrita, Samarikarm, and Midyarahan. My god, this is perfect.
この悪魔が本当に必要か
Static Rook Anaguma. Defense, aim, and dodge increased for us. Changed your affinities to null electricity. And this thing can bring us resist gunfire and null. This is perfect. Yeah. Let's make Nue.
この悪魔がどのスキルを引き継ぐのだ
Null Force, Null Fire. Qigong is very good. Resist gunfire. You can resist ruin. No need to resist physics, but you could just to pass it on. But you definitely need Qigong. This is something I want to pass. And I guess Mabufula for the ice. Yeah. Alright. What is lunge? Oh, weak. High crit rate, low hit rate. I see, that move sucks. Alright, you can go like this.
心の準備はできたかな
Nue the Wilder. Cool. Well, the only question is about Chernobog. Do you want it or not? Do you want to use Chernobog with the Sudama? No. No, I do not.
好みを述べさあ
I'd rather go for
選択
Surge
の時間だ
Fusions. Oh wow, Ananta. Ananta is good. Fenrir.
ほうこれはなかな
Never
か
seen this one. You pierce through resist, drain, and null. Nice. Deathbound is also pretty good. Ganesha.
これはなかなか
I used to confuse this thing with the Giri Mekala just because they're both elephants. Yeah, I mean, one has one eye. Like, it should be obvious. Alright. Doppelganger and Oyamatsumi are options. Let's see, the cheapest one would be to sacrifice Surt.
この悪魔が本当に必要か
I can't really pass on the resistance to force though, so I won't. The other one would be Vasuki
こ
with
の
Surt.
悪魔が本当に必要か
Still can't do it.
この悪
Sibel
魔が本当に必要か
with Arahabaki. Nope. Alright, not worth it then.
さあ選択の時間だ
To make a doppelganger with complete ones, you can sacrifice Chernobog. Tempting, even though it's expensive.
ほうこれはなかなか
We don't have any gun resistance here though. I got rid of it on Yoshitsune. That's the problem.
ほうこれはなかなか
Yeah, we don't really keep that one usually.
これはなかなか
I mean, someone is bound to have it, but
これはなかなか
not these ones. We screwed
これは
ourselves.
なかなか
Hmm,
これはなかなか
no. I guess power maybe?
これは
Yeah,
なかなか
power has it. It's incredibly expensive now to pass on that resist gunfire though. Alright.
見よまた来るがよ
61%? Very good. Alright, I think we can move on and go to comp. There we are.
今日は何すんだ
I completed it.
お待てなバカだそういうことかいい子だやったぜ
There you go. We're friends. That's why. Some upgrades now cost less. Thank you. Eye patch. Accident at work. Yep, expected.
あん時はなサンキューな
And a hangout event too. Nice. Okay. We can get an extra Mystique slot, and I feel like I should actually. Almighty Affinity A. Thank you. I might take that. Good. Extra Mystique as well for you. Vigilance 3. Greatly lowers the chance of being ambushed. Extra Mystique. Ruin A. Almighty B. Harvest. Small MP recovery when attacking or using Piercer. I'll do this one. Feel like I should. Yeah. I'll take the Harvest, I guess, for the MP recovery.
これでいいんだな毎度
Yeah. That's good enough. Good. Fire Affinity C. Still can't get the Ice Unlock. Yeah, you need to get very specific items for this kind of stuff. I think... I'll take the extra
こ
Mystique.
れでいい毎度
Cool. Almighty Affinity A.
これで
Yep,
いい毎度
that's precious. Okay, so that's good. Nothing on the commander skills. We can't get anything here. We can give this one Ruin Affinity A, and I will.
これでいい毎度
You deserve it. Let's see. Nothing. Nothing. She can still get attack. And this guy can still get Fire Affinity
これでい
C.
い毎度
Sounds good to me. And you take the
これで
attack.
いい毎度
Good.
これでいい毎度
Nice. Take on that attack. Excellent. So she's at 49, 55, 52, 49.
他になんかあるか
Anything I can sell?
他になんかあるか
I have a bunch of I have a bunch of items of artifacts. I should be selling these. Anything better than Atlas Gauntlet? Okay. I could sell immediately the Mark of Cain. So that one we can sell. Okay. Okay, that's it. I can sell the Mark of Cain and anything I don't have equipped. Pretty much. Because nothing else is better. Okay, that means this can go.
それを売るんだな毎度
Mark of
それを売
Cain,
る毎度
Tiger's Eye,
それを売るんだな毎度
Sternfuss,
それを売るん毎度
the Babel
それを売る
Shard,
んだな毎度
Heart Anklet, the Psychedelic
それを
Tights,
売る毎度それを売る
Footscape,
毎度
Herringbone
それ
Hat,
を売る毎度それを売る
Dullahan
毎度
Helm, and the Mirror
そ
Pendant.
れを売る毎度
And just like that, I'm rich again.
他になんかあるか
Which means we can still buy nothing on Ringo. Nothing here. Nothing. And nothing. Okay.
壊すなよ
All of this money, and for what? Alright. We gotta do a bunch of these, so let's do it. This will probably... They're probably even enough that they unlock something in the Axis. So let's do them. Damn!
いらっしゃい。
Wow. Arrow, Milady, Milady and Saizo, Arrow and Milady and Saizo. Let's see what Arrow does. What's the story?
大丈夫？
Must have been rough. Mangets. Okay.
あ
Things have been changing so quickly these days, I'm starting to lose my gauge for what's actually rough or not. You got a point.
ね
Could you tell me more about him? Talking about people who've passed on can be a good way to mourn, right?
え、知りたいな。
Was he really just like how he looked? Super stubborn and set in his ways?
覚えているのは
Is that the impression you got? He was pretty unconventional, kind of mischievous. He'd always pull pranks on me and the other researchers. His fighting style was chaotic too. I'd be in a panic just trying to keep up.
意外な展開。
懐かしいな。
Unconventional is the word for him. Must be how he was able to think up such an outrageous loophole with the Covenants. He would often say this. To take something at face value is to never think outside the box, to keep yourself blind to the truth.
知ってるか
He said the more experience people have, the more they tend to rely on what they think they already know.
まあね。
Makes sense, choosing the best course of action based on experience is usually safe.
あの人は
But Dr. Mangets was not like that. If he ever found a theory of his was wrong, he'd toss it out, without a second thought, even if he spent half his life on it. The more you learn, the vaster the world becomes. The bigger you know the world to be, the more there is you don't know.
すごい人だったよ。
To ignore that's basically the opposite of knowledge. He knew that better than almost anyone.
なるほどね。
Sounds like he was a pretty neat guy, more ways than one. I would have loved to have talked with him.
もっと話したかったわ。
Yeah, wish I could have learned more from him. Well, if anything, Mangets' legacy lives on in you, Arrow. As a purple snake.
満月さん。
Kinda heavy when you put it like that.
無理しないで。
You gonna be okay?
あ
Yeah, thick-skulled like me is not one to overthink things, so I'll be alright.
任せてくれ。
Plus, have you seen these biceps? Leave the heavy lifting to me.
覚えておいて。
Heavy lifting is one thing, but you're never alone. You always got me, alright?
ありがとう。
80. Haha. Nice. New gate for Arrow has been unlocked.
いらっしゃい。
Milady.
ね
Do you know anything about ninjas?
ええ
They were spies and covert agents back in this country's feudal
え、あの
times.
さ、
I found one of the weapons, the shuriken. I don't think it's a real one, just a cheap replicant like you see in souvenir stores. Now that's
ミレ
nostalgic.
リー
You like ninjas?
あの頃はね
Once. Now it's kind of a heartwarming memory because, well, think about
知
it.
ってる
We're fighting against demons and devil summoners every day. Reality has completely transcended fiction. By now, someone could breathe fire or walk on water. Wouldn't even surprise me anymore. True, yeah. Dingo was saying it's even possible I can do that stuff. Sometimes growing up can be so depressing. You don't seem too bothered by it. It was somewhat different for Iron Mask. The men loved ninjas, went on and on about how iconic they were, how romantic the whole concept was. Seriously?
そうよ
When we first came to this country, he was ecstatic about having come to the land of ninjas.
意外な展開。
Hard to imagine.
そういえば
We even fought a devil summoner who claimed was a direct descendant of some esteemed clan of ninjas. But against Iron Mask he went down almost instantly. I had never seen Iron Mask so heartbroken.
え
He had such an innocent side. Innocent?
はっきり言って
Then there's the matter of his mask's design. That was also based on some idealized fantasy of his. Sounds like he was still a kid at heart. 2 points. Perhaps that's part of why he was so taken with grand tales of mystique powers and apocalyptic destruction.
そっか。
Maybe one day you'll understand it yourself.
いらっしゃい。
Milady and Saizo. Saizo, you're a freelancer, right? What kind of jobs do you usually take?
Huh?
Mostly the kinds you find at Madame Ginkgo's place. Sometimes there's an odd one, having to track down a dog or something. There's been some pretty crazy ones too. One time I was just given a smartphone, the orders were sent to me on that. I was told to pick up this stone and take it somewhere else. We'll pick up this stone and take it somewhere else. A stone?
まあな。
The pay was good, but to this day, I still have no idea what the job was about.
そうね。
I imagine the NDA on that has expired by now.
実はね。
For that request, we were making a very large summoning circle. We were short-handed at the time, so we gathered freelancers to help out. You were one of the grunts we commissioned. We needed people with spiritual power to follow specific steps and move stones around the city. Oh. In the end, Yatagarasu interfered and the plan was ruined. And since the ritual was only partly finished, we ended up summoning something truly bizarre. Let me guess, they were trying to summon Mara. Mara is one of the demons in Shin Megami Tensei. In the whole Atlas verse. They got the half-summoned Mara, probably. To those who don't know, Mara is a demon that looks like a genital. And when it's half-summoned, well, it's at half-mast, basically. Iron Mask and I had to go through a lot of trouble to get rid of that nightmare. We fought for nearly 3 days and 3 nights. I heard more than 100 summoners were killed because of that. Damn! Had our plan succeeded, this city probably wouldn't be here anymore. Sounds like something out of a movie. If we had done it right, that movie would have been a trilogy. Not that you'd ever be credited.
信じらんねえ
I
な。
had no idea.
言っておくけど、
That's usually the case. Yatagarasu and Phantom both have their hands on the government strings. Mount Fuji could erupt and they'd still be able to cover it up if they wanted to. The fact I can't deny that is actually kind of terrifying. So, what were you trying to do with that summoning
ど
circle?
うでもいいわ。
No clue. I'm not even sure Iron Mask had the full picture. In the end, we were just lowly grunts ourselves. Wonder what Ion thought of that. Couldn't tell you, but I'm guessing they knew. Fig and I hadn't been created yet. There probably wasn't any danger of humanity being wiped out at the time. Clearly, that didn't happen anyway. So if you're here now, what does that mean? We're in deep shit. Pretty much.
いらっしゃい。
Alright. Arrow, Milady, and Saizo. Last one. Comps can look like basically anything, they're also different. You're interested in our weaponry? Talking to Tara got me curious. How'd you get your comps?
そうだな。
My Model 90 was just standard issue Yatagarasu kit.
それはどうよ。
So vanilla. You gotta add some personal touches, make it yours.
いや、
It's already mine and I like it the way it is. At this point I can disassemble the thing and put it back together with my eyes closed.
やれやれね。
Whereas you, Saizo, appear to have covered yours in pointless gaudy decals.
分かってねえな。
Pointless? Please. Old Tommy here is custom designed, inspired by one of my favorite movies, for your information. And what about you, milady?
そうね。
Stigma, a gift from my love. A memento, huh? Stigma. So it's a mark of shame and a token of love all in one. Now that's downright poetic.
な、
I'll bet a comp from Ion would be pretty fancy.
だな。
Totally, considering it hacked all of our comps and roped us into this remote control scheme. Yeah, Tara made it sound like it was a big deal. She said my Antikythera? It was a complicated name. Antikythera, yeah. She said Antikythera is an extremely optimized comp. She had a lot of questions about it, but since I'm stuck in a humanoid platform, I didn't really have any answers for her. No idea how it works.
さすがだぜ。
Sounds pretty science fiction-y.
まあね。
I think Flamma put a lot of power into it, like a trade-off, since our actual bodies could not be too advanced. We got really souped up comps to compensate for it.
なあ。
1 point. Is it really that cool? Let's take a look. Sure, just a
いい
sec.
かい？
don't think I need to remind you about my policy on weapons here. Right, we know the rules.
Ringo.
Put it away, Ringo. Yeah, we'll make sure it doesn't happen again. I'm not allowed. Don't mess with Hughes.
いらっしゃい
In the Atlas verse, you don't mess with the butlers. Ever. And another Arrow, Milady, and Saizo. Let's go. I knew I had 5 hangout events. Family, huh?
あ
What are you going on about?
あのね
The part-timer over at Mancha told me about her family. Seems like she really cares about her little brother.
なるほどね
Family's the topic for the day, huh? What were your families like?
いや
For me, I mean, both my parents died in an accident a long time ago. The way I see it, Raven and my friends at the orphanage are the most family I've ever had. We might not be related, but to me they're all I could ever want. You can call someone family even if they're not related to you?
え
Sure you can. Married couples are not related. They're still family.
そうか
That's a great point, actually.
それじゃあさ
I wonder if we count as family. Get real. I don't know.
あ
Probably not.
うーん
Well, we don't get along well enough. We think pretty different from each other, too.
ー
It's not like real families always get along, you know?
え
They don't?
あ
No way! I didn't get along super well with my parents. I was kind of a punk. Though I guess you could say that's pretty normal.
ミレディ
Milady?
そうね
Strict father, kind mother, and an older sister who looked out for me. Regular family like you'd see anywhere else. Sounds like a nice family.
え
They were.
正直さ
I might not have been on the best terms with my parents, but I did care about them in my own way. They felt the same about me, I think. That about sums it up. Even if they're related to you, they're still just people when you get down to it. You feel annoyed when they're around all the time, but once they're gone, you can't help but think about them.
うーん
So you don't want them around, but you're lonely when they're gone, and you care about them in your own way.
むむむむ
Family. You don't want them around, but you're lonely when they're gone, and you care about them in your own way. Yeah, these guys are family.
いら
Okay,
っしゃい
clean, right? Damn, I had 6 events? Arrow, Milady, and Saizo, go!
Whoa!
Sakura flowers, damn,
生かすだろ
now you notice.
へへん
知ってるか
These are just artificial flowers for interior design. Oh, okay.
気になるなね
During springtime, humans will typically lay a mat out under the sakura trees and eat and drink together, right? Flower viewing? Haven't celebrated it in years. It's not like I've had a whole lot of time to just sit back and watch the flowers bloom, you know?
あのさ
How about we go see them together sometime? For real?
ヘ
Why
ドが出るわ
You expect a bunch of devil summoners to roll out a mat and have a picnic together? I'll pass. Kind of a funny thought, honestly.
残念ね
That's because it doesn't fit with our image at all.
なんだ
I want to see the flowers.
いいじゃん
Loosen up, you guys. It would make for a good memory. The rest of our memories with Ringo have been pretty brutal,
確かにね
and my first contact was with a corpse.
え
You referring to me?
ってことはだ
Considering how we're kinda ambassadors to humanity for her and whatnot, we should show her the fun side of being human.
一理ある
I guess you have a point there.
ミレディ
What do you say,
どう
milady?
かしら
I can't promise anything. In this line of work, you never know what day might be your last.
うー
仕方ないわね
But I'll consider it. We'll see if we're still alive when the flowers bloom again. Saizo at 80. Nice.
おい
And we got an ability for Ringo too. Heck yeah, we're off to Axis. Okay, we're healed. That's good. Damn, I made the title of the stream that we were gonna face Iron Mask, but I don't know if we'll actually get to it. Too much stuff ends up popping up in this game aside the main story. And I want to complete this. Alright, so we unlocked an ability.
リンゴは何を望む新たな機能
Okay, so we can go critical stack, vitality hack. Alright. Should I take Vitality Hack Plus? Critical stack, I guess. We have the Initiator, the Physical, the Electricity. Got a lot of it, actually. I'll take the crits.
だけどリンゴは何を望む
Nice.
進化のために
Now, we unlocked Arrow and Saizo. Which is actually kind of perfect, because once we find the real Iron Mask, the most appropriate prompt is probably Milady's. Well, or Arrow's, really. Okay, I am looking for gate number 2. Where the gate costs 80, and we can get an item. All of this is just to get a couple of items. Until we get 100 in soul for one of these guys, we don't get anything. Go. Ability! Critical stack. Riberama. Or Wild Uproar. Which unlocks Brotherly Guidance. I'll take the crit stack. This one already has Gun, Ice, and Death Blow stacks. Damn.
それに
I'm assuming critical stack is always the last one then?
もらいましょう
Of 4, I guess? Magnetite Mass. Oh, heck yeah! I just want to leave the axis. I don't want to go completely back to the map. So let's just go here. To floor number 1. Right, and now we can just leave through here. I think it's a lot faster than having to go back to the map. Well, there we are. Saizo. We've got an item. Please tell me it's another Magnetite Mass. Please. 2 Magnetite Masses means a new commander action. I would love it. Oh yeah, I forgot. Didn't I unlock another Mystique for me? I did. Damn, I should look into that. Let's see if there's something almighty we can buy. Huh. Should look into that. Okay, Saizo, gate number 2. And there we are. Good. Saizo ability, here we go. Recovery stack. Yeah, this guy only has 2 stacks. Recovery stack, and then comes the critical stack. Or you can get the intelligence hack. I think it makes sense on him to get the intelligence hack first. I'll take it.
っていうかさ
おいおい
Yep, that's good to me.
やりましたね
Magnetite Mass? Please? Moonlight String. Is this a good accessory? It's probably Saizo only. Nope. Okay. HP plus 220, defense 47, agility 6. Nobody's gonna like this. It's just too bad. Yeah, at this stage it's only good for Ringo. If we want to sacrifice ATMP, which we don't. Alright, then we are out of here. Have a lot of money, but this time not sure what to do with it. Okay, we don't have any requests, right? Right, there's this one. Level 46. There's a vicious demon in the central line. Succubus, this requires level 50, and Ipondatare is tough as balls. Alright. I guess we can try and find it in the central line. But I don't remember which room it was. I know it's the upper one. Let's see. I don't have any healers, right? I should get a healer equipped instead of Valkyrie. Yeah, we should definitely get a healer. Sibel, you're up.
ファイト
What else? Ideally, well, for me it's either fire or I go almighty. For that would be Surt. This one has Gurulu for darkness, I'll take it. And you have Vritra for electricity. We could actually equip Nue for the ice. But then we'd lose the... yeah. Go as is, I guess. But we still want Sibel and Surt. Okay, so this was the upper area. One of the rooms, I guess. I'm guessing it's the last one. Hopefully. Show me demon. No. Alright. Then middle room? There is a possibility. It's the middle room.
危ない来ます危なかった
It's 1 and 2, 50% chance. Come on. Nice. Oh my god. Fenrir. It's a Fenrir. Okay. This might be a little bit of a toughie. We're 4 levels above the recommended. Surely we can pull this off. That boy deceived and made a mockery out of me. Yeah, Makami is an annoying one. Honestly, for the reward, it's the only reason. Let's go.
いつも通り
Okay.
焦らずに行こ
Gun.
行くぞ。どうだ。
Oh, neutral.
いけるわね。いつまで元気が持つかしら。
Yes! We got this in the bag.
う私たちなら勝てる
Any chance?
データは欲しいけど
No.
やることは分かってるわね。
警戒していこ
Fire, he heals. Yep, he does. I expected it
邪
actually.
魔をしないで
That's fine. He gained 3,500 HP from that? Okay.
遊びは終わり好きで
敵
しょ。
さんもビビってるぜ。
こいつまで元気が持つかしら。
This is gonna be tough then.
う。強いぞ。警戒しろ。
Let's see this.
かけてみよう。サイゾー。
Resists physical?
な行くか。
Dekaja. Negate the buffs.
くらえ。
Nice.
勝てるぜ。俺たちならな。
防げないよ
And
ね
Megiddo does some good ass damage.
邪
Nice.
魔をしないで
It can be done. We have Dekunda. This is fine.
やるわ。
Ow. It pierces through resistances too.
まず
手は
はどうぞ。
焼かせないで。
そ
了解よ
れはどう。だ。ミレディ。
We missed. Damn it.
よーし。動くなよ。
Faint. Oh, heck
な
yeah.
んこの力があれば無駄にしないでくれよ。
一気に決めるわ。
Good.
まずはどうする。
これは効くでしょ
He faints. Nice. Both turns too. Nice.
あ、好きで
いい
しょ。
のあるじゃん。
やってあげるわね。いいの。
勝てるぜ。
Let's
俺
see.
たちならな。
I need to start thinking about healing.
フォローしなさい。
大丈夫か。
余裕ができたわ。
Right.
この戦い必ず勝とう。
Double hit. Love to see it.
やることは分かってるわね
こ。れは効くでしょ。
We still got this.
邪魔をしないで。
I'm a little bit concerned about that divine claws thingy. Oh no. Charge and attack immediately. Yep. Oh no.
やる。
It wiped me. Oh my god.
遊びは終わりよ。一応
良さそうだな。
いつまで元気が持つかしら。
I need to revive Ringo, and I need to use an item that heals everybody.
死ぬわけにはいかない。あんたには借りがある。
言い難いことで。
Woo-wee.
その程度平気よね、サイゾ。
Feels like I need to use the bead chain actually. Yeah, I think it's the only option actually. Unless you want to use an attack mirror. Go attack mirror here. Gives me enough time, I guess, to get some heals going with singular items.
テンポを変えるか。
Attack mirror.
邪魔をしないで。
Half HP. Is he gonna charge?
かかった。
無駄だ。
Okay, that's fine. Yes.
かかった。
それを待っている。
Great stuff.
強いぞ。
一
警戒しろ。
命令しないであろう。
Stuff.
俺無理は禁物だ。
Oh, Asabi Keshin. Increases attack and aim dodge, so that's what it does. Alright, I'm using the bead chain here.
突っ込みすぎだ。ドキ。もう終わらないぜ。
We got nothing else.
時間はあるよ。じっくり攻めよう。
行くぞ。
Okay.
ウォーミングアップは済んだだろ。
防げないよ
I should
ね。
have used Roar, come to think of it.
邪魔をしないで。
Should have used Roar during this fight. Okay, this is Dekunda. Ow. Okay.
行くわ。
やってくれ。
任せなさい、サイゾ。
Hit. Damn it.
まずはどうす
力があれば無駄にしないでくれよ。
ありがとう
今までの俺と思う。
Good stuff.
やることは分かってるわね。
Faint.
よし、グリーンヒット。
Nope.
ナイスよーし。
This is attack and defense down. Bam. I'll take it. This is gonna hurt. Good thing I lowered his attack.
私が。
Damn! Freaking hell!
俺の終わらないぜ。こいつで貸し1だ。
冗談。チャラよ。
長期戦になりそうだよ。もう
無理しない方。公正に打ってて。
Diara Hunt.
まだ間に合う。
大丈夫だよ、アロー。
まだまだ戦えるよ。
じゃあこれで。
やることは分かってるわね。
行こう。
Roar. Oh, he charges again!
遊びが過ぎたか。
Freaking hell! Come on!
倒れるには早いわ。
悪い、ミレディ。
I don't have a way to heal everybody without Midiarahan.
万事休すか。どうした？
Everybody use items.
見てなさい。
これ以上は。
ひどい怪我だぞ。
I need to use beads. I actually need to use beads.
こっから
倒れるわけには助かった。
He just charges in divine claws. Come on. Okay. Alive.
このそうだな。
ありがてえ。
Okay.
何人たりとも邪魔をさせない。行くか。
Just get a bomb of life here.
必要なんだ。
危なかっ
Okay,
これ行くわよ。
それいいね。
いつまで元気が持つかしら。
that's good.
長期戦になりそうだよ。
その程度平気よね。
Get a bead shard here. Use the treasure chest. Yep.
焦らず行くか。
もう大丈
そうだ、これからよ。
夫。
Okay.
邪魔をしないの。
Next turn we have to try and kill. Good thing he wasted a turn.
たわね。
Damn crits.
まずはどうする？
Alright.
足場を固めていこう。
で踏んだ We can win this.
あ、まだこれからいつまで元気が持つかしら。
Oh yeah, this is ours.
私たちなら勝てる。
Not double.
ペース配分を考えていこう。
これ
We're
は
done.
でしょ。
Needed to play around with items to win though.
運も実力のうちよ。
Whew.
薬はある？
Well, this one is done. So now we can just leave. And I can talk to Makami. But not without going to the Yang Yang Palace. We're actually gonna use some of this money we have to get some of these more expensive items.
来てくれて嬉しいわ。
Okay.
それでいいのね。毎度どうも。
Thank you. Apparently the thing I use that heals everybody does not exist. Well, that sucks. That really sucks.
まだいつもありがとね。
Damn. Okay. Then I guess we've done all we can. We talked to Makami. And we continue onwards. Ooh-wee. Thank you. To the West Shipping District. Oh, demons defeated in a Sabbath are more likely to join you. Had no idea of that. Okay, I know where he is. He is right on this side, right? So... he is right here. Yep, there he is. Man. Cut by the back. Well, it's done, idiot. You should feel bad, yeah. In this world, it's eat or be eaten. Thank you for the cash. Helping a weaker demon survive, I guess. Alright. And where is it? Right there. North Iron Gates. Let's save. This is a fight. Almost certain. Hoo-wee. Dangerous presence. Proceed.
この奥にレイブンがいる。みんな準備はいいね。フィグ。ありがとう。私は大丈夫ですよ。
She's right here. No, you can't be here.
みんなも気をつけてください。私が何とかしないと。私が戦いを 止めないと。レイブン。わざわざ着替えてきたんだね。助かるよ。その姿をしてくれている方がこっちも殴りやすい。
Yeah, true.
フィグ？もうやめて、レイブン。投降してください。私はあなたと戦いたくない。
フィグ。
そうね、私も投降することをお勧めするわ。
Yeah, she's got a point. Give up.
ミレディ、どうして君が。
私はあの人を語るあなたを殺したいほど憎んでいる。この殺意に嘘はない。でもあなたを失ったら悲しむ子たちがいるわ。だからもしコベナントを諦めるというなら、私はあなたを。
笑わせるなミレディ。君の俺への殺意、彼への思いはそんなものなのか。
やっぱりあなたが彼を。
ああ、俺がこの手で殺したい。奴は俺、ほんの少し運が悪かっ
Is he lying to cover up for the real Iron Mask? No. He has the covenants, we know it. So yeah, it is him.
た。そうでなければ死んでいたのは俺の方だった。
そう、その時にコベナントを。
ああ、奴の体から放たれた青はその場にいたゾーマに取り込まれた。
Yeah, that makes sense. That's how the Zenon got it. Yeah.
そして俺は奴からコベナントに関する研究成果のすべてとゾーマ・ゼノンの制御術式を奪ったんだ。
そうまでして。あなたはコベナントを使って一体何がしたいんですか。今度はちゃんと答えてください。
戦いを終わらせるためだ。この戦いは大いなる存在の降臨で全てを終わらせるしかない。
レイブン、何言ってんだよ。
考えてもみろ。コベナントを世界から消せない以上、いつかはファントムソサエティが勝つゲームなんだよ。ただし大いなる存在は全ての人間の魂を食らい尽くすわけだ。誰を残すかを選ぶのはコベナントを添え大いなる存在を呼んだ者に他ならない。
本当なのそれ。
ファントムソサエティ内部ではそう伝えられている。レイブンが彼の全ての研究成果を奪ったのだとしたら、その結論に至っても不思議はないわ。
そうだ。だから俺はコベナントを集め、この戦いを終わらせると決めた。子供たちを生かすためだ。
Alright. Okay, we could get Arrow to jump immediately to 90, but I want this balanced. Milady.
それで子供たちは幸せになれるの？
それでも生きることはできる。他に何ができた？
どうして話してくれなかったんだよ。話す機会は何度だってあった。これじゃ俺何のために戦ってきたのか。
もう引き返せないんだ。
そんな。
そう、もうどうにもならないのね。
I'm fairly certain I'm too weak for this fight.
りしなさいアロー。あなたがそんなだと彼には勝てない。
辛いと思うけど頑張って。少なくともこの戦いはあなたたちが終わらせなくちゃならない。
ケツ持ちはやってやるからよ。思いっきりいけ。
Let's go.
やるわよアロー。
ああレイブン、俺はあんたを倒してあんたを超えるんだ。
そうだ、それでいい。
Okay, he has a healer.
レイブン、よし。
ダメだったらフォローす。
止めはしないけど。
聞くといいが。
We're level 50. It's too soon for us.
ええ、
必ず勝とう。試してくれるかミレディ。
Okay, one of them is weak to this.
この
任せとけ。
必ず勝とう。
運任せは嫌いよ。
Okay, that heals her.
行こ
かけてみるか。
う。焼き払え。
Fire is good.
血に飢えた死者たち。
Alright, we can clean that healer.
行くよ。
Aha!
容赦はしません。
やる。
Alright. Oh no.
それを待っていた。
Who fainted? It's always the same guy.
子供いけるわね
良。さそうだな。
それで狙ってミレディ。
Okay, this is fine. I don't mind not hitting Iron Mask at this point.
言われなくても。
レイよし。
フォローしなさい。
Should I keep them topped up immediately? I think I'll wait. Weak to gun? Anybody? We can check.
試す。
He is. Nice.
よーし。
良さそうだ。リンゴ、頼む。
分かってるよ。
Good.
後悔しても遅いね。
Now what?
今だ。
Damn, that hurt.
どうするつもり？
頼んだよ。
Alright.
それだ、サイゾウ。
効果的ね。
それが
He's
決まり
weak to
だね、最初。
electricity? Oh, heck yeah.
従うぜリンゴ。
そうきたか。
ミレディ、
謝ったわね
一旦休憩だ。探ってみるか。
リスクがあるわね。
Just Pierce, I guess.
はあ、よっ。
I need to heal her.
レイブか。
それいいね。
やってくれるじゃ
ま
ない。
だいけるな。ミレディ。
助かったわ。
Good. And I think this is Megiddo.
必ず勝とう。
これは効くでしょ。
Nice.
後悔しても遅いね。
行きましょう。
I just don't want him to summon.
こいつはどうだ。
かかってやる。
Yep, he fainted. He always faints.
汗は焼かせないで。
警
No
戒して
harm in
探ってみ
checking,
ないと。
but he's gonna resist it.
踊りなさい。
Oh! Surprising.
レイよし。
フォローしなさい。
I'll keep you topped up.
元気を出せ。
さすが優しいわね。
Nice.
この
任せて。
必ず勝とう。
防げないよね。
Good.
覚悟なさい。
I'll take it. Damn, that hurts.
いけるわね。
Okay. This is Pierce.
消えなさい。
It's more effective.
私たちなら勝てる。フォローよろしく。
まだ終われないだろ。
ありがとう。
この戦い
オッケー。
効果的ね。
必ず勝とう。
お願いサイゾー。
了解だリンゴ。
Great hit.
Koi.
絶対によーし。これは効くでしょ。
Awesome. He has no demons.
後悔しても遅いよ。
甘くはないぞ。
Here goes
甘くはないぞ。
reactive
や
armor.
るのは俺だけだ。
Changed his resistance. Okay.
強いぞ。
行くわ。
警戒し
Now
ろ。
we. Oh, damn. So that's what happens. If I give him
確かに
Zandyne,
憎いわ。
do I block it? I block it.
長期戦になりそうだよ。
行くわ。
It's worth a shot
情
at
報
least.
は足りないが。
なんで
Okay, he's reflecting the elements.
私たちなら勝てる。
聞くといいけど。
Does he reflect gun though?
動くなよ。遅いぜ。
No.
よし。さあ行くぞ。
すまね
Nice.
えな。ウォーミングアップは済んだだろ。
もう少しなんだ。
I'm going to roar this turn. Or do I just make Evo?
もう戻れはしない。
Roar.
少しなんだ。
That's fine.
アロー。
狙いがうまいぜ。
Okay, he lost his resistances.
長期戦になりそうだよ。
Weak to wind now.
もう戻れはしない。
Alright. This is fine.
あ、好きでしょ
ここ。はあなたに任せ
ミレディ。
風とともに散りなさい。いい反応ね。
Force resistance up. Okay.
行くぜ。
もう少しなんだ。
動くなよ。
Faint? Nope. Damn it. He probably resists all ailments.
よーし。これで
少しなんだ。もう
Keep him down. Nice MP conservation.
邪魔をしないで。
We can get him to half, at least.
アロー。
Weak to fire now. Ow.
手は焼かせないで。
そいつはグサリだ。ミレディ。
もう少しなんだ。
We have to pierce. Okay.
いけるぞ。
Heal myself.
まだだ。いけるぞ。
We're fine.
まだ始まったばかりよ。
もう少しなんだ。
ほらよ。
Nothing.
行こ
敵さんもビビってるぜ。
う。レイ
Boom.
邪魔をしないで。
Below half.
この程度でこの世界を守れるのか。本当に戦いを終わらせられるのか。
当たり前でしょ。私たちはこんなところで止まるわけにはいかない。
ならばそれが口だけではないことを見せてもらおうか。
He summons.
アロー。
Nice. Nice. He
そ
doesn't.
れを待っていた。
Well, he fainted, of
つ
course.
いてこれるか。お前たちに資格はない。
Oh no. Everybody guard.
私たち
こう
なら勝てる。
なったら。来るなら来なさい。
いつも通り
耐え抜く。
焦らずに行こ
Well, he
ペ
can't.
ース配分を
う。
考えてい
守り
こう。
に回ろう。
全ての争いを終わらせる。これが俺の手にした答えだ。
Oh
少
no.
しなんだ。
We have the Kunda. We have the Kunda.
我慢するなよミレディ。
Okay, let's. I need to take this turn to heal. Yeah. It would be easier with a treasure chest, but I'll take Soma on Saizo.
やられっぱなしなのサイゾ
So he gets rid of feint.
まだまだ戦えるよな。
もう戻れはしない。
Can't do anything in here, so just go.
まだ始まったばかり慎重さが必要よ
ミレディ、平気か。
はいはい
Whew.
下駄履かせてもらうよ。
強いぞ。
よーし。
Nice, we can roar.
レイブン。みんな必ず生き残るよ。
Just give me a second, guys. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Now it's charging.
行こう。これは効くでしょ。
Megiddo. We have no ice. Okay.
この
了解よ
必ず
違う
勝とう。
のがいいよ。
Weak to electricity now.
私の番ね
I think
行くわ
I'll.
よ
Since we got everything decreased, I'll take this time to heal.
フォローよろしく。
無駄な手間を
ありがとうミレディ。
Take it.
何匹いけるぞ。
こっちに頼む
Dekunda.
一気に決めるわ
Nice.
準備か行くぜ
Take a bead.
それは助かんだ。
一息入れようアロ
支援に感謝する。
Nice.
強いぞ。
張り切っていこう。
警戒しろ。
もう戻れはしない。
And. Roar, I guess? This is a battle of attrition. We gotta take it easy. Okay, he chose to purge. Good stuff.
この戦い。
了解よ
それはミレディ。やっ
風とともに散りなさい
Good. Great shot.
ペースを乱さず行きましょう
さあ
ここはあなた。
派手に行こうぜビビッとくるぜビンゴだ
Boom. Nice.
こ
Ziola.
の手相だな。
慎重さが必要よ
ミレディ、平
Heal
気か。
you.
余裕ができたわ
And I'll use this turn
敵も
to.
必死だ。
行こう。
焦らずに行こう。
It's better to roar. I'll heal his MP later.
レイブン。後悔しても遅いよ。
Close to red.
かかってみて。
Oh, thank you for the heals.
この力で
やる
強いぞ。
行くわ
警戒しろ。
一気に決めるわ
もう戻れはしない。
長期戦にな
まだこ
りそうだよ。
れからよ
こっちに頼む
One bead shard is enough.
やられっぱなしなのサイズ
フォローサンキューミレ
Yep,
ディ
that's fine.
ここまで予定通りだ。
Now we need to heal MP. Chakra syrup, chakra bean,
フォローよろしく。
支援を頼む。
chakra drops.
フォローよろしく。
確実に行こ
Yeah, that's a lot better.
体力はキープしとけ
う。支援に感謝する。
Good.
タオこの力があれば。
No point in Makarakarn.
もう少しなんだ。
ペースを乱さず行きまし
I'll
ょう
use another healing, another chakra drop.
それは助かるね。
元気を出せ。
助かるよ。
Nice. Because now we can use fire and that's expensive.
ここまで予定通りだ。
ぶっ倒せビンゴ
Boom.
邪魔をしないで。
He's down to a fourth.
役目を果たす。
それを待っていた。
Nice heals. Trinal shot. Okay.
行くわ
もう戻れはしない。
Weak to electricity and fire.
踊りなさいよ
Excellent. We can hit him twice.
レイいけるぞ。まだだ。
Heal myself. We're lucky.
長期戦に
We're
なり
lucky
そうだ
this guy
よ。
doesn't have any more demons other than those three. We're lucky he doesn't have, other than the Trinal shot, moves that hit all of us. That's why Diarahan is working.
よーし
それは効きそうだ。
ビビッとくるぜ
Nice shot.
張り切っていこう。レイブン。
Boom.
邪魔をしないで。
Nice. We need about 3 more turns.
役目を果たす。
かかって
それを待っていた。
Didn't stun Sizel. Wow.
甘くはないぞ。少 救えるのは俺だけだ。
Everybody guard!
超
こうなっ
苦戦になりそうだよ
たら来るなら来なさい。
勝てるぜ。
気を待つ。
俺たちならな。準備かかってこい。
つら仕方ない。守りに回ろう。
Everybody guard!
全ての争いを終わらせる。これが俺の手にした答えだ。
That's fine.
もう少しなんだ。
言われなくても
済んだだろ。
少しなんだ。
ミレル、
一応
手助けが必要か。
Can I heal? Can I use a Dekunda Pearl, for example? Yeah, let's use it. Right here.
これが必要でしょ。
ありがて
負けない。
一気に決めるわ。
えるか。
It's easier this way.
ペースを乱さず行きましょう。
フォローに回る。
休んじゃられね
There
え
you
か
go.。
底力を見せ考え直しなさい、サイゾウ。
準備行こうか。
I'll use a healing item. And
慎重さが必要よ。フォローしなさい。
a,
慎重さが必要よ。フォローしなさい。
a bead shard's enough.
サボってんなよ。
おせっかいね。
みんなよーし。
Roar. It's fine.
救うんだ。
Excellent. We could get him this turn.
行くわ。
ここはあなた。
風とともに散りなさい。
Oh, we can get him this turn. No shot, we don't.
行くか。確実に削る。
Done.
ここまでか。強くなったな、アロー。
レイブン。
ミレニー、君の復讐は今果たされたぞ。
眠りなさい、レイブン。地獄で彼に会ったら話し相手になってあげてね。
$824,000. This guy was loaded. Null physical. I think I'll take that over mana bonus then.
Hello. ごめんな。
術式ソウルハック。
Why would you do that?
シーケンススタート。あなたを死なせはしません。
I mean, as long as the body is recognized as dead, the Covenant still leaves, so I guess you can revive him. But damn, didn't he shoot Ringo?
ああ、外に行こう。
そうだ、これがあればせめて子供たちだけは破滅が逃れられないというなら。待っていてくれ、みんな。
フィグ、まさかこんな場所で再会するとは思わなかった。
辛い過去を、いえ、そんな言葉では言い表せないほどのものをあなたは抱えていたのですね。
そうか、ここではそんなことまで見えてしまうのか。俺はヤタガラスのデビルサマナーとして必死に戦った。全ては理想のためと信じ、汚い仕事にも手を染めた。だけどあの時、罪のない子供を殺した時に俺は壊れてしまったんだ。全ては俺の弱さが招いたことだ。理想に見合う強さが俺には足りなかったんだ。
それが分かっていながら、どうして差し伸べられる手を取らなかったんですか。
どうしてかな。どうしてだろ
レイブン、諦めないで。手を取って、まだやり直せます。
う。もういいんだ。間違っていたことなど分かっていた。それでも止められなかった。理想を捨て偽りの仮面を手に取った時、俺はもう死んでいたんだ。
それでも子供たちに向き合っている時のあなたに嘘はなかった。あなたの全部が嘘ではなかった。
ありがとう、フィグ。君たちは間違っていない。諦めるな。たとえどんなに苦しい道のりでも、その道を進めばいつか正しい場所にたどり着けると信じて。
いや、
もうここにいたらいけない。君も仲間のもとへ帰るんだ。
あなたと一緒じゃないと帰らない。
宿敵鉄仮面は倒れ、コベナントも全部揃って万々歳。
Ah. The only question now is, where did the Covenants go? Did you store them all in Arrow, or did each one of you get one?
これで晴れてお役御免か。リンゴちゃん、ギャランチーの方期待してるぜ。
Hey yo, this isn't over, come on.
へえ、なんとも言えない後味になっちまったな。
フィグ大丈夫かな。
ソウルハックのことはわからないが、かなり危ないことなんだろ
うん。レイブンの中で負ったダメージが想像以上だったみたい。
あいつらも心配だぜ。今回の一件はなんつうか、かなりセンシティブだ。
そうだね。
おいおいリンゴちゃん、あんたまでそんな調子でどうすんだよ。こんな時こそ俺たちが頑張らねえとダメだろ。アローとミレディ探しがてらちょっと外の空気吸いに行かねえか。
うん、そうだね。私まで落ち込んでたらダメだ。
Now is usually the classical point in Atlas verse where, well, we've done the main story, now it's time to face God. All of a sudden, everything just escalates extremely quickly.
Ano, 大丈夫？
ああ、うん。ミレディは？
私は大丈夫よ。それよりあなたが心配。レイブン、兄貴分だったんでしょ。それに私はあなたの大切な場所、コマドリを戦場にしようとした。だからそのことは。
おう。うん。だけどミレディは踏みとどまってくれたし、子供たちも無事だった。レイブンのことはああするしかなかったんだと思う。限界まで来てたんだ。
This guy had already lost his best friend before, Kaburagi, and now basically his mentor. Well, one of them. He lost Mangetsu too, and now Raven. Damn, this guy loses everybody.
死が唯一の救いだったんだと思う。
そう。ねえ、本物のレイブンについて聞かせてよ。あなたの。
俺が憧れたレイブンは強くて気高くて優しくてさ、俺にとってのヒーローだったんだよ。今だって俺はあの人のことを信じている。だけどレイブンは俺のことを信じてくれてなかったのかな。だから一人で背負い込んで。
違うと思うわ。アローも彼にとってはコマドリの子供だったってことじゃない。そんなあなたを代わりに戦わせるなんてできなかったのよ。きっとね。
ありがとう、ミレディ。
あ、ええ。
なんかごめん。あんたとこうして話すことってなかったからさ。じゃあさ、本物の鉄仮面はどうだったんだ。あんたの恋人のさ。
似たようなものよ。私にとってのすべて。生きる理由であり死ぬ理由だった。ポールっていうの。仕事熱心な人でね。可愛い人でも気弱な人だった。優しくて繊細で美しいものが好きで。あの仮面をかぶってた理由だってね、幹部として箔をつけるためだったの。本人がシャイだったってのもあるわね。
あの仮面。
ポールはね、レイブンのことを愛していたのよ。それこそ私が焼くくらいにね。ポールはレイブンの理想を美しいと感じていた。彼と戦っている時のポールはこの上なく幸せそうに見えたわ。不倶戴天の敵には間違いなかったけどね。でも あの人が夢中になるような男だもの。アローが言っていることが本当だって理解できるわ。そんなレイブンに負けたんだから、ポールも案外納得して死んだんじゃないかしら。
そうだったんだな。
あいつらどっちも頑固で不器用で、実は似た者同士っつうか、事情が事情なだけにさ。だけど大丈夫そうだな。
ねえ才蔵、人間って難しいね。みんな良かれと思って行動する。だけど何かがずれたせいでこんなひどいことになる。
ああ、だから人は言葉を尽くすんだろ。
うん。だけどなんかいいね。みんな過去にとらわれて頑なになってるけど、あなたたちは傷を、痛みを糧に強くなっていく。
糧になってるって信じ込まないと前に進めないことだってあるのさ。
そっか、やっぱり難しい。
フィグの様子は？
まだ目を覚まさない。もし起きたら話し相手になってあげて。彼女もかなり傷ついてると思うから。
I mean, if she weren't half machine, I'd immediately say she had a thing for Raven.
そうね。あの子レイブンにかなり入れ込んでたもの。
うん。フランマから呼び出した。
Oh.
多分未来予測に変化があったんだと思う。私たちがコベナントを全部集めたから。
何はともあれ、ひとまずはお疲れ様ってところだな。
I don't think having the Covenants will change the future. For as long as the Covenants exist, the risk exists. New gate for Milady. Oh! Everything is in Figue? Holy crap.
今日はフィグがいないんだけど、いいかな。
フィグには今休息が必要です。ソウルハックを失敗させた彼女が本当程度で済んでいるのは。
そうだね。ところで何の用？
アイオンが新たな未来予測を検知しました。
Oh, heck yeah.
コベナントを全部集めたからね。そりゃ未来が変わってないと困るって。これで私たちの任務は完了か。
This future is worse. Now Figue wants to destroy everything. Whoa? What was that? I guess I'm not surprised. Figue has been nearly useless as a character.
これ
Mimi was more relevant, the drone. I guess I'm not too surprised.
何これって聞いてんの？
アイオンが検知した新たな未来予測です。
どうしてフィグなの？
Worst part is, she already has all 5. Each one of you should have taken one.
それは一番近くにいたあなたが分かっているはずです。
フランマ、このビジョンは世界の終わりなの？
あるいは始まりなのかもしれません。アイオンの使命は世界の終焉を阻止すること。フィグが何を行うにしろ、そこを履き違えることはありえません。リンゴ、あなたがそうであるように。 故に私はその問いを肯定も否定もできません。
何が起こるの？
不明です。
あなたはこれについてどう思う？
私に思うはありません。それは人型を与えられたあなたたちに特有の思考形態です。
私行かなくちゃ。
I can't go back to Axis! Oh my god, I can't do anything. Any place that allows me to fight, I can't go. Oh my god. Well, back to the safe house.
Figは？
さっき出て行ったわよ。少し風に当たってくるとか。
そんな連れ戻さなきゃ。
おいおい、ちょっと過保護すぎねえか？フィグ、ずいぶん調子良さそうだったぞ。
何かあったのか？
まだわからない。だけどフィグを。
未来予測で何か見たのか？
マジかよ。まさかフィグがコベナントを持ち逃げしたってのか？
まだわからないでしょ。リンゴ、フィグには繋がらないの？
うん。
すまない。俺たちがついていながらフィグが行きそうなところを手分けして探そう。俺はコマドリに行くよ。何か分かったら連絡を取り合おう。
オーケー。じゃあ俺は辛口を見てみる。あいつマンチャ好きだったみたいだしな。
リンゴ、悪いことばかり考えていても仕方ないわ。
そうだね。
行こう。
Everything is still locked out though. Okay. Let's check out Karakcho, Shinsando. We have a bunch of stuff to check actually. Well, one of you guys wanted to go to Della Mancha, but just need to speak to you.
サイゾー、フィグは？
おうリンゴ、さっき店員ちゃんに話聞いたんだけど、やっぱフィグここに来てたみたいだ。何をするでもなく店内をブラブラしてたそうだ。あいつらしくねえよな。俺もうちょい探してみる。まだこの辺にいるかもしれない。後輩たちにも声かけてみるわ。
分かった。
Alright. Then let's try the Mancero. Not sure if anybody is here. We still need to check the orphanage too. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Commander skill mod. Overclock. Increases the amount of actions your party can take. Damn. Reboot. Several bodies down, it will auto-revive them.
素材持ってこい。コンプの調子はどうだ？
That's insane. Unfortunately, we can't get them. Demon EXP 1. Increases EXP gained by demonic allies. 2+ above base level. Okay. I see. We can get you an extra Mystique slot. I'll take it. Heck yeah, I'll take it. Alright.
他になんかある？定期的に来るんだぞ。
Checking out this store as
今日
well.
も可愛いわね。
Revival beads, balm of life. And that's about it.
いつもありがとね。
Okay. No. Go straight to Komadori first.
Aro!
リンゴか。一歩遅かったみたいだ。フィグはついさっきまでここにいて、子供たちに食事を用意してたらしい。早く見つけないと。一人で抱え込んじゃダメなんだよ。じゃないとレイブンみたいに。 俺もう少し探してみる。何かあったら連絡するよ。
よろしくね。
And we try Shinsando next. Could be by the bar. I guess Milady could be there. New accessories?
いらっしゃいませ。
Zirconia. That's a lot of intelligence there. Okay, but that's about it then.
またどうぞ。
Bye bye. Come on, anybody around here that could help us out? There you are.
本当なの？
ああ、フィグならさっきまで来ていたよ。とても穏やかな様子だった。見てるこっちが心配になるくらいにね。
フィグ、リンゴ、やっぱりフィグ、ここに来てたみたい。
うん。私も他の場所を探してみる。
Well, I've checked everything.
リンゴ。
Oh.
フィグ、よかった。あなた今どこにいるの？セーフハウスで待っています。
Straight there.
外で歩けるくらい元気になったんだね。よかった。でも黙っていなくならないでよ。みんな心配してる。ちょっとどうしたのフィグ？まだ具合悪いの？一旦フランマのとこに戻ってオーバーホールだね。大丈夫。もう世界の終わりなんて気にしないでいいんだし、その後でゆっくりコベナントについて考えよう。ゆっくりだって。私たちもずいぶん人間みたいになっちゃったね。
Nah, that's just one of you.
ねえ、なんとか言ってよ。
She just decided, fuck it.
Mo, 待って。私はやめて言わないで。ここにはいられない。フィグ！一人の人間が抱えた絶望すらほぐせずして何がアイオンでしょう。私は彼が闇に落ちていくのを見ていることしかできなかった。それは違う。フィグ、あなたは精一杯やった。あのソウルハックでフィグは死ぬかもしれなかった。あれ以上何ができたっていうの？そうじゃないんです、リンゴ。人が抱えるあんな闇を、絶望を知ってしまったら私はもう元には戻れない。だから私が全てを終わらせます。レイブンの思いを遂げようっていうの？あんなものに頼らずとも私がこの世界に存在する争いと悲しみの連鎖を消し去ってみせます。そんなことできます。今の私にはそれが理解できます。 アローに、サイゾーに、ミレディによろしく言っておいてください。待って、行かないで。ごめんね。
She's not even a devil summoner. Time to kick some ass.
リンゴ、フィグは
行っちゃった。もうここにはいられないってさ。
フィグはコベナントを使って何をしようとしているんだ。
Again, you shouldn't have given all 5 to the same person. Each one of you should have taken one.
フィグはレイブンの思いを遂げようとしているんだと思う。
まさか大いなる存在を。
戦いを終わらせるって言っていた。悲しみの連鎖をなくす。
もしフィグの言うような世界が実現すれば素晴らしいことなんだろうな。だけどこれまでみんなが夢見たそんな世界を実現できる簡単な方法は存在しなかった。
This reminds me a bit of Matrix when they first tried to make a perfect world and it was a disaster because no human could actually accept it as real.
ああ、手に入らないからこそ尊いって考え方もあるぜ。それを手に入れようとあがく姿勢こそが本質ってな。
もちろん私たちは争いや理不尽が続く世界で傷ついてきた。だけど私は過去の痛みと傷をそれなりに愛しているの。
だけどフィグはそう思わなかった。私何にもフィグのこと分かってなかった。
なんだ、分かってるのか。
いや、だから分かっ。
そんじゃ行くか。
そうね。
行くってどこに？
は？決まってるだろ。フィグのところだ。あんたレイブンとの戦いの前に俺に言ってくれただろ。確かめに行こうってさ。
でもフィグはもう
仲直りするには、いやそもそも喧嘩をするにしたってまずは話をしてからだろ。
あなたたちは仲が良すぎた。いや、そうやって決めつけて話をしなさすぎだったわね。
Now that is true.
そうかもしれない。私とフィグ、思いは同じだって決めつけていたのかも。でもあなたたちはそうじゃなかった。みんなそれぞれに違う思いを抱き、争って傷つき、分かり合ってた。
ああ、それが人間だ。アイオンだってそうだろう。だからリンゴとフィグはその姿を与えられたんだろう。
そうだね。そんなこともわからないなんて私バカだ。
自分のことになってみると案外わからないものよ。
きっとまだ間に合う。今から走ればきっと。
俺たちはあんたたちに借りがあるんだ。だから今度は俺たちが力を貸す番だぜ。
リンゴ、あなたはどうしたい？
私は殴りに行こう。
Oh,
フィグを止めなくちゃ。
that was a mistake. Oh well.
お互いに思ってることがあるならちゃんとぶつかり合わなきゃね。それで理解できることだってあるわ。
Yeah, anybody would have reached 90 at this point.
あなたたち友達なんでしょ？
フィグはアクシスを制圧。
Oh.
アイオンはフィグのプランを承認。人類社会への介入を決定しました。フィグはアクシスを制圧。
アクシスに行こう。
To access. New gate for Milady too. Everything else is blocked off. Damn it! Damn it, man, the West Shipping District was a good practice point. Oh, this is a Yatagara's training ground. Huh, cool. Oh boy. This doesn't look good.
Fig!
彼女はもういません。フィグはあなたと私以外のアイオンすべての意志を統合し24区都庁ビルへ向かいました。もし彼女と話がしたいのならばあなたは急いだ方がいいでしょう。
あなたはフィグと一緒に行かなかったの？
私には私の仕事があります。あなたもまたアイオン。あなたたちに言葉を伝えるのが私の使命でないとフェアじゃありません。
Oh, so if we go to her, you're gonna inform her too. Damn.
ありがとう、フランマ。
そのようなことなら私に何の意味もありません。これもまた
おう
アイオンとしての振る舞いに過ぎないのですから。リンゴ、あなたがこの事態に対
He's
し
dying.
どう判断しどう働きかけるのかあなたに託します。願わくば人とアイアンにとってそしてあなたたちにとって。
We lost Flamma.
フランマ、
大丈夫か？
大丈夫じゃない。だけど今は立ち止まっていられない。
だな。今はフィグを追いかけよ
なあ、24区都庁ビルってあれだよな。次世代テクノロジー都市のランドマークにしようっていう。そんなところに一体何の用が？
確か恩田が。
バニシングシステム。
バニシング？
あなたが合流する前の話。コベナント所持者だった恩田一郎が開発したシステムよ。
Oh yeah, that was at the almost the very beginning of the story.
平行宇宙間を飛び交う情報の速度は高速を超えるという性質を利用した情報伝達のためのシステム。新24区運営の要になるものだよ。
高速を超えるって実質情報をワープさせられるってことか？そんなもんあったら世界中のオンラインにある電子機器を瞬時に一斉にハッキングできるじゃねえか。あらゆるもんが電子化されてるこのご時世、それは世界を支配すると言っても過言じゃねえぞ。
True. Damn.
バニシングシステムを使ってまで転送したいデータがあるのか、あるいは膨大な演算があるのか、考えていても仕方ないわね。
うん。今はフィグのところに行って終わりという結果の阻止が先決。そのビジョンは確実に存在しているのだから。
ああ、急ごう。24区都庁ビルへ。
Soul Matrix has expanded. Oh crap. New requests, new hangout events. God damn. Wait. It doesn't matter that it expanded. We can't use it. We'd need to have Soul 100 to actually see something.
いらっしゃい。
Oh wow, 5 requests.
この依頼は
This request is from Lena. New items.
そうです。
Alright. Wintry
この依
friend.
頼は
Ichika, young resident of Komadori. Oh, to Milady. Okay.
お願いいたします。この依頼は
This one is not a formal request. Ringo. Club Cretaceous received a message addressed to you. The sender is marked RS. Oh! The rapper. You know the place where he would like to meet. Yeah, I know. East Shipping District.
裏があるかもしれません。
This is plainly a trap. Okay, it's to fight. Damn, level 58!
くれぐれも気をつけて。
Oh! He's actually at the western side of the shipping district. Okay.
説明いたします。
Several requests related to the 24th Ward Municipal Tower. A researcher is working there. She wishes to collect something important.
あとはいつも通り
200k! The client is in Karakcho.
説明いたします。
And academics.
あとは他にサマナーの本文をお忘れなく。
Well, this is Karakcho, so let's see who we can find around here. Nope. Not this one.
No.
Not this
No.
one. Ah, let me go. Shouldn't be you. Yeah, it's not you. Oh, you messaged Krishna. That's nice. Nothing here. Oh, there it is. Oh, never mind. She just knows.
そうね
There you
どう
are.
も知ってる
Makiko. She worked. Okay, she worked for the Onda. Okay. Some commotion at the tower. Some woman forced us to evacuate. Okay, you want me to recover the research notebook.
お願いよ
Sure thing. Okay. Let's try and do the that little trivia thing. I know I searched it a few days ago, but do I still remember the answers? Let's see. He's right here.
Yo.
Box with a password lock. Alright, let's see it. 5 questions.
Yo.
Divine Power is a ranked title for angels. What's the original Greek name? Exousiai. Which of these demons is known to have a knowledge of birds and jewelry? Jewelry, Decarabia. Which evil... If you play this MT5, you know that Decarabia finds you jewels. Which evil dragon is famous for being slain by Siegfried, Fafnir? Vampire Kudlak and the emissary of light Kresnik. What color are their animal forms when they battle? Black and white. What's the name of the place of judgment where the Egyptian god Anubis weighs the hearts of the dead? That's the court of Osiris, right? Nice. We got it all. Oh, the only thing that was in the box was his dad's letter saying, "Well done, your skills as a summoner have always been lacking, so I'm proud you found the answers to solve my puzzles." Yeah. Yada yada, father's proud, where's my money? As for my wealth, donated it all to a charity.
Oi.
Oh, damn. Well, his father trolled him hard.
Huh?
Where's my reward? That's the real question. Thank you for the cash. Alright. Oh, new mystiques. Is there anything in the... No, well... You could get the almighty burst, but it's really expensive. It would be better to join it with the Arcana, I guess, because then they only increase 10% in cost, but power raises 50. Why do you want to talk? Nah, we can only make Rakshasa here.
登録をするのだな。見よ、生命の痕跡を。さあ、選択の時間だ。好みを述べる
With our level, can we get...
未知の悪魔が生まれそうだ。
Sandalphon is available. Summon it.
ほう、これはなかなか。
Okay. Let's see. We need to pass resist... We can pass resist gunfire... Midiarama, resist ruin, for example. We'll see. Alright. So, first of all, let's talk resists. No dodges, no nothing. Resist gunfire is the most important one. I guess I can give you resist ruin, but let's see. There is mana bonus, Maragidain, Mazandain, Fuzilad could be good, Midiarama, we take that. Yeah, I will take the Fuzilad. Damn. This is a dangerous one. Sandalphon. Good. That's another one for Metatron. Oh, yeah. Throne. Throne is gonna be a while to get. Matter of fact, I think we're reaching the end of the game. Level 50? Yeah. Around level 50. Surprising. Haven't maxed anything, so there's no point. Let's just keep going. Okay. Summoners. Let's change things around. I am gonna give you Orthros and give you exclusively fire stuff. That means you take the boost. You take the Arcana 5. Oh! Augment and boost are the same type. Then I'd prefer you take this. Yeah, because this one would only count if you're hitting a weakness. Alright. What else can Orthros do? Well... Ooh... There might be more worth than in... Rather than decreasing the cost of the fire skill, I'd rather go for support. But you can only take one. Okay, then take one. Support Arcana. Good. You have Sibel. Take Sandalphon instead. You've got the heals going, and should you be taking support? No. You should be taking something for other skills. Fire, wind. You can take a wind. Force Arcana 4. Yeah, it's the best thing we can do. Take the Force Arcana 4. Good. You are all about ruin, so it's fine. And you have Vritra, but you have nothing for electricity, right? That sucks. Vritra will also gain charge pretty soon. Leave it. Okay, we've got some directives to go through, which require... Ooh, these are gonna be tough. Level 50. Woman of many faces. Oh, I haven't spoken to Lena. Okay. Rakshasa, the girl at Komadori. Okay. What else was updated? Right. Okay. Then, now we go to Yang Palace. Well, now everything's open again, which is a good thing. The West Shipping District is right now the best place to practice. Lena. Made all the arrangements. Second floor of the municipal tower, pick up the order and deliver it to the client in Karakcho. Okay. Picking up from a customer you've already met, the one with the delivery at the central line. He knows the score. Alright, I'm clearly doing a lot of shady stuff. No, nothing there. Alright. Then... what else did I need to do? Alright, the orphanage. Gotta talk to the little girl that likes Milady. There she is.
お姉ちゃん。お礼をしたいの。
Oh, she wants to thank
お
Milady.
願い。
Well, go to Hadron. There's a hangout event. Milady. This one's for you. Okay, anything you want. Bring Paul back to life. Oh god. And nothing, okay. Don't think about it too hard, could be simple. Whatever pops into your mind first. I was thinking of wine or something. Starting to run low on my toner. I'll pick some up at Mancha.
じゃなくてさ。
Something more like a present? I've been curious about a certain perfume. Runs around 50,000 yen. Pricey.
そうね。
じゃなく
That's
てさ。
500 bucks for a perfume. Something more affordable. Something even a kid could buy. Come on. 100. Okay, now Milady got it.
そうね。
A friend to hibernate with. She wants a teddy bear. Need to talk to Ichika.
いらっしゃい。
But let's first do this. Arrow and Milady. I told Saizo that if he can tell the difference that much, cover up the labels and give it another go. Oh, testing for drinks?
そうね。
知ってる？
He kept making some excuse.
そうね。
Something's just off between you two. I get you guys are your own people, but why does this keep happening?
そうかしら。
Something's off. Everything feels normal to me. Wouldn't you agree, Arrow?
そうだな。
Milady's right.
本気？
Milady's right? Arrow?
ああ。
Just when I thought they'd stop fighting, this happens. I think it's a nice change of pace, honestly. You do?
Oh.
I don't know exactly what happened, but it means they've matured a bit.
それに
They were near mortal enemies at one point, and they've consciously decided to see things from each other's perspective. Might only be a small step forward in the grand scheme of things, but it's a colossal leap for those two.
だけどさ。
If they keep this up, things are gonna be super awkward. The heck do I do then? Best thing is just to not worry and leave them be. They'll snap back to normal in no time. People don't change overnight after all.
不愉快ね。
Get out. Oh, there it is. Right on schedule.
あなた。
I was just trying to be considerate because I knew you were going through a rough time. What possessed you to say something so stupid?
違う。
That's not what I meant. How do you even twist something like that?
残念ね。
Yep, little truce is done already.
殺すわよ。
Once all the Covenant business wraps up, you and I are back to being enemies.
やれやれ。
Took the words right out of my mouth.
いいかい？
何？
Hughes. Perhaps they'll be the ones who put an end to all the fighting. Maybe. Okay, so we're done here. Let's get some quick heals at the safe house. Now, we can face a risky enemy at Milady's area, but... do we want to? Can we do it? I don't think so. I'm still gonna go to Axis. Because we can still unlock the 90. Floor 90 on Milady. Oh, Jesus. For a moment I forgot. Well, I still haven't unlocked anything new for Ringo, but... oh well. Oh! Ion directives. Okay.
あ 新たな問題を
Milady, clean up sector on floor 5. There's Anubis down there.
新たな
Get the...
新たな問題
Oh, there's a Skadi? Skadi is one of the best healers.
進化のために
Damn. Okay then. Mimi's functions are being provided by a substitute system. Thanks. Okay, gate number 3 can be opened, which means new ability for Milady. I've already opened the gate 80 for both Arrow and Sizer, right. Have I opened for Milady, by the way? I haven't. Damn, okay. We have to open 80 and 90. Unlock it. Go. Assassin's Steps or Sublime Massacre? Give me Assassin's Steps. Surt, what you got for me? Totem memory. I'll take it. Thank you for the totem memory. Next up is floor number 90. Not number 90, but you get what I mean. Open up. Fundraiser. Increases money found by demons on recon. Sublime Massacre and Mercy Kill. If an ally's attack has left an enemy near death, there's a chance of performing a finishing blow. Heck yes! Interesting. She has fire, physical, critical, and ailment stack, but also weakness stack plus. Oh, nice. Mercy Kill. Thank you. Original Flame. Honestly, the original flames might be useful for the risky enemies, but that's about it. And now gate number 4. I just want to see what it's like. I don't think we have a shot to actually win this. I've seen risky enemies around the map. Oh, this is gonna suck. Iron Mask? Wait, you're telling me that the risky enemies are gonna be, for Arrow it's probably gonna be Raven, and for Saizo it's gonna be Ash? He has the same summons, well, roughly. Okay, let's see what we can do. You're here for healing, so... 56! We have no shot! Found a weakness. Would you still be weak to electricity? You are. Roar, I guess? Agibine, actually. There it is. Fire. We took it well. Not so well. Ouch. Okay.
まずは
手は焼かせないで。分かったわリンゴ。
Nice shot.
そうだな。
Mediarama.
もう疲れたのか。もう大丈夫。
安心だな。
いつも通り
期待できそうね。
焦らずに
サイゾ
行こ
ウ、片付けてくれ。
サイゾウ任せる。
No, I can't do this one. It would heal the Weaver.
弱点を狙い、サイゾウ。
It would heal the Weaver, so I can't.
もちろんだ。
Damn it! Come on.
敵さんもビビってる。
う。こいつは効くよ。
You're kidding me. You are killing me here. Concentrate.
容赦しない。
Oh no. Target. Is it the first time I get hit with that?
私の番ね。
Okay.
私たちなら勝てる。
一気に決めるわ。
それで狙ってミレディ。
If they're targeting him, that's fine.
倒してみせよし。
Use one healing item on him.
美女なら歓迎なんだろ
Hmm.
うな。熱い視線に溺れそう。休んじゃられねえか。
Good.
サイゾウ、あまり前に出るな。
かかってこい。
強いぞ。
効果的に
警戒し
分かった。ミレディ。手応えあり。
Good. Good stuff.
後悔したのないよ。これで。
Survived. Survived. Good. He's summoning power. Oh my god. He dead. Yeah, we are not
い
ready.
つも通り焦らずに行こう。
And I can't escape this battle.
期待には応えるぞ。
仕留めなさい。
言われるまで
Fire. Pretty good.
この戦い。
それいいね。
了解よ。
Double weakness there.
行こう。
やってくれるか。
リンゴ。
任せてよ
あなたが倒して
ミレディ。手応えあり。お腹軽いよね。殺戮するぞ。
Oh. Weak to force.
やるわね。
Well,
手が打ちご苦労様。
容赦しないわ。
okay, I see. Both of them weak. Taking into account that we are 6 levels below, it's not bad.
少し警戒しましょう。行くわよ。
Let's try actually. I'll try and revive him.
さっさと立ちなさい。
Get up.
助かったぜ。
Alright.
痛そうに
攻勢に打ってね。
慎重さが必要よ。まだこれからよ。
Awesome.
この戦い、それは効きそうだ。
こいつは効くよ。燃えろ。
Nice.
邪魔をしないで。
That's one dead.
殺戮するぞ。
So this might be target if she's concentrating. Yep, they're aiming to kill one. Damn, Saizo again? Surprised.
ペース配
まだ
分を考
これ
えていこ
からよ。
Alright.
熱い視線に溺れそうだぜ。
仕方ない
Give him a
わ
life
ね。
stone.
すまね
This seems doable actually.
う。元祖だな。
Let's see. Fire works on all of you except the main guy.
アロン、試す気？
And I now know that they resist wind, so...
慎重に決めなさい。アロン、
So go with Maragida in front. Or
有効かしら。
Fuzilat? Go Fuzilat here. Yeah, that works.
それくらい自分で対処できるわね。
え。受けて立つ。
どうするつもり？
Roar.
耐えられる？
Attack and defense down.
邪魔をしないで。
攻撃だ。
や
Okay. Ow. Couldn't survive it. Oh my god, he has a Fafnir.
ペース配分を考えていこう。さっさと立ちなさい。
Revived.
ウォーミングアップは済んだだろ。
まだ終われないだろ。もう大丈夫。
Okay. Fire. Ooh. Well, like, no point in going roar here.
他にはないの？
かけてみる。
これはダメだね。
Just a regular attack.
探ってみるか？
Pierce through resistances. But it has a massive retaliate.
じっくりいくよ。
ことを祈っておくわ。
一つの手だ。
Fire works on him, but he is incredibly strong. Fafnir is no joke. Alright. Ooh. Oh yeah. Let's just speed through this. Oh my god.
予想外の展開に。
Just go. 6 levels below. I gotta say though, all things considered, this should be doable. At level 56, this should be doable. Definitely. I'm thinking that if we have the right blocks, whenever he targets someone, we can swap their demon. That might be the safest play, actually. Okay. But at least I'm happy that it's not actually a risky demon per se. It's not a risky demon that's always gonna be like 5 levels above you no matter what. Seems like it's someone a lot more accessible. I like it. Okay. Then the next step. I need to speak to... Right, Komadori Orphanage. I need to speak to the little girl about the teddy bear thingy. We're gonna need to grind a few levels. But that's for later. Oh! Chipmunk's friend to hibernate with. Rick in the cold winter. Alright. Thank you for the acorn earring. Okay. This one had better be good. How can I put this? In Milady's case, it would normally be fine, the loss of MP, because we would recover MP each turn. But that's the pendants effect. So we can't. Nope, sorry. Barhadron? Is that where I found Milady? No, that was just it, right? We received it, so the request is complete. Is there any event in Barhadron? I don't think so. Nah. Yeah, no one's available. Okay. Let's talk requests. Okay, this is complete. This is complete. The wolf who cried wolf again. He home. Wintry friend. Light at the end of the tunnel. And priceless treasure. Whoops. Okay. So, go to the tower, Rakshasa, West Shipping District, and go to the tower. Everything else is horrendous. Alright. So next up. Do I need to heal? I didn't check. I should have checked instead of just going in. Whatever. Yeah, we're good. So the next one should be the West Shipping District. And I think we're gonna need to use this spot to practice. RS. He is somewhere around here, but we don't know where. I'm assuming it's gonna be here. You in here? Oh wow, he is not. I mean, either way, we're too weak to face him at the moment. Oh! Oh, this is not RS. You killed RS, he was my homeboy. Paid the price, girl, rolled them dice, going out like RS with a sacrifice. Okay, so you set up some crazy demons somewhere. Maybe in here? I keep checking. No. Either way, do we have the level to handle this? 58! Jesus! He summoned a horde of frenzied demons. Yeah, I cannot handle that at the moment. We're 8 levels below. Are you kidding me? We're still gonna need to be here to practice, but we can't actually face them. Oh, that voice is more relaxing, actually. Okay, guys, I think we're gonna stop here for today. And I think this is gonna be the only stream of the day. Need to rest up a little bit. Tomorrow, we're gonna continue with Pokemon. And if I'm not mistaken, it's Pokemon Emerald Kaizo, Monograss. We're headed for the 7th gym, so we're really ahead. So, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!